15 things money can buy. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello, Aluxers. We know, 2 videos in a single day? Damn, we're on a roll. This is a follow-up on our first video we posted earlier about the things money can't buy. In this one, we'll be looking at the other side of the coin. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. Basically, money can buy you pretty much anything, except the things we mentioned in the other video. Really, everything's on the table if you've got the right resources, and your inability to understand this will keep you from achieving your potential in life. We've always said that money isn't the goal, it's the tool that will get you close enough so you can conquer it for yourself. We live in a world where everything is for sale, and in this video, we plan on proving that. To be honest, there are so many things we wanted to include in this video, it would have ended up being at least an hour long, so maybe we'll do a part 2 at some point. And as with all of our videos, we recommend you get a piece of paper and take notes on the things that you believe could impact your life for the better. Just watching this video will do a lot less for you than figuring out ways to apply this to your own life. So without further ado, here are 15 things money can buy you today. Number 1. Freedom. Money is the ultimate tool of freedom. It grants you access and allows you to move freely. If you have enough money, you can buy your way out of jail. Just pay the bill and get yourself a good lawyer who can bend the truth in your favor. You don't like your geography? Buy yourself a new citizenship. Did you know that for $500,000, you can buy yourself a green card for the United States? It's called an investor visa, and this is about a $7 billion global market. Just to give you guys a few prices, buying a passport from Malta would set you back about $1.3 million. From Cyprus, $2.5 million. United Kingdom, $2.5 million. And Australia, up to $10 million. To put things into perspective, Chinese people alone spent over $30 billion in the last 10 years in order to purchase their golden visa freedom. Number 2. Security. Money buys you all forms of security, from physical and psychological security to financial security. Not only do you hire people to protect your well-being, but you can also acquire advanced tools that dramatically increase your chances for both survival and prosperity. For example, a luxury SUV dramatically increases your chances of survival in a car crash. The availability of cash ensures you're positioned correctly, not to be affected by fluctuations in the marketplace. When the next financial crisis comes, the rich don't panic, but instead go on a shopping spree. Security is something most poor people struggle with because their environment doesn't allow for it. Number 3. A new life. One of the advantages of being really wealthy is that it allows you to start over if you want to. In most civilized societies, there's no need for this since the system is working decently. But if you're in a conflictual geography, money can mean the difference from getting killed to buying yourself a new identity and moving to a country where there is no threat. Just to give you an idea of how cheap this can be, in countries like Saudi Arabia or the region, buying a fake passport and fake ID will cost you no more than $2,000. With that, you can go on a plane, fly over to London and restart your life. These types of services are available to people with extensive financial resources. It's not about the money, it's about the access to the service that's hard to come by. If your business failed, your wife left you, your friends betrayed you, but you have the money, you can relocate and start from scratch. It isn't easy, but it is possible. Number 4. Privacy. In a world that's more and more transparent by the day, privacy has become a true luxury. The rich spend tremendous amounts of money in order to keep themselves out of the limelight. While we were growing our business, we went to a lunch with one of the higher-up editors at Forbes, and he told us something we'll never forget. There are people who pay good money to show up in Forbes, and then there are people who pay even more to be left out. Almost everybody dreams of fame, but once you get it, you realize that living a normal life is no longer possible. When you've got extensive financial resources, you become a target. That's why privacy is something the rich always make sure they have. Number 5. A positive image. People never look deeper than the surface. They just read the headline and form an opinion based on that. That's how the world got filled with fake news. That said, it is something that the rich can manipulate in their favor. You can use the power of the media to alter the perception of the masses. Donate to a hospital, but make sure the press is there. Donate to a disaster relief and show up to the ground site along with the press, and it'll do wonders for your image. Celebrities especially leverage media to their advantage because it allows them to earn even more money in the long run. The poor don't even have an image to protect. They are known in such small circles that it's almost neglectable. Number 6. Peace of mind. Access to large sums of money allows you to make the decisions you really want in life. No compromises if you choose to. The poor find themselves in positions where they don't have much choice, or if they decline, it will reflect negatively on themselves and their family, so they go along with things that might keep them up at night. Don't get us wrong, the rich can be affected by this as well, but they at least have the option to say no. Remember that you cannot purchase forgiveness, but you can allow yourself the luxury of passing off a financial opportunity that could have a negative impact on your conscience. Number 7. Comfort. Money can make your life incredibly comfortable, and that comfort has a lot of benefits over the long run. The house you dream about, you can buy. Wake up every morning feeling ecstatic, proud of your accomplishments. Share the breakfast with your family overlooking the Hamptons. Know that their life is comfortable and they don't need to struggle with the unnecessary pains that come with being poor. With the exception of very few things that are of emotional nature, comfort will drastically impact your life and make it feel like it's worth living. The transition from an old rusty car to a MyBox leather seats and comfort can turn your perspective on life upside down. Something we want to share with you, which we hope will put things into perspective, is this quote from John Wildsmith, which says, "You are either in your bed or in your shoes, so it pays to invest in both." It's one of those quotes that stuck around in our head, and we applied it to our own lives. We spend so much time in our office that we had to invest in quality chairs and in the mattress of our beds as well. We advise you to do the same. We'll leave a description of a few chair recommendations if you're in the market for an upgrade. Poor people never think like this. They get accustomed to living in pain and justify it like that's how life is supposed to be, without knowing there are alternatives. Number 8. Health. Money allows you access to prime medicine, to new technologies, and give you an edge in fighting chance against all forms of illness. This has become a luxury that the poor cannot afford. The pharma industry is using its monopoly to manipulate the pricing of medicines, and unfortunately for the lower and middle class, they might not be able to keep up. If you've got a rare form of illness, you're unlikely to survive it without access to extensive financial resources. Money buys you prevention as well. You eat better, you live better, you can get a personal trainer and extend your lifespan. As technology improves, money will allow the rich to prolong their lives as much as they want to, while the poor will be left to scrap around. Number 9. Confidence. Confidence is a combination between how you feel about yourself and what you read on other people about what they think about you. Both can be increased and tilted in your favor with money. People always have split others into introverts and extroverts. We've always had a problem with that because you're not put into a certain category at birth. You become one or the other, or both, based on your early experiences in life. We like to think of introverts as people who have not yet updated their skill sets to be able to behave like extroverts if that's what they want. The truth is, confidence is such an important part of success in life that it's a wonder more people don't take the time to see how they can improve in this regard. The easiest thing to do is to go to public speaking classes, learn how to dress correctly and how to behave around other people. It will do wonders in all aspects of your life. Something we want you Aluxers to remember is that confidence is just a spice you add on top of an already incredible meal, but by itself, it won't get you far. The worst thing you can be is a confident individual without anything to back it up. Don't be that guy, or girl for that matter. Number 10. Time. People love to throw around the idea that money can't buy you time, but the truth is, it actually can. You just don't know how to do it. We all have the same number of hours in a day, but the rich purchase a big chunk of those for themselves, not for someone else. You see, the rich have figured out that they can pay other people to do things they have to do, which would have resulted in them losing time. It's a very strong concept, which, if you want to be successful in life, you need to understand. You need to be able to purchase the time of others and use it for yourself. The rich outsource boring and repetitive tasks so they can focus on more important things. The poor are the ones who sell their time in exchange for money. We strongly recommend you check out our 15 things rich people do that the poor don't video by clicking in the top right corner. In it, we cover some major differences between the two, which you can directly apply to your life. Number 11. Pleasure. Money can't buy happiness directly, but it sure can buy pleasure. You know the sex life you've always dreamed about? Money can get it for you. Money can expand your flavor palette. You'll discover foods, tastes, smells, and other emotional states that otherwise would be unavailable to you. The entire way you perceive the world will change for the better. On top of everything, money can buy you experiences, and experiences eventually turn out into memories, which can translate to happiness over time. So if done right, you might find out that pleasure is just a loophole for happiness. When you offer someone else pleasure, their experience of the pleasure turns into happiness, and they share that happiness with you. That's the secret to buying happiness. You buy it for someone else, and they share it with you. It's a tricky little thing that very few people come to learn and use in life, but those who do are dramatically happier than the rest. Number 12. Travel. Travel allows someone the ability to learn more about the world and themselves. The cost of travel has gone down in recent years, but yet it is still unavailable to most people. The beauty in travel is that you're able to immerse yourself in different cultures, to expose yourself to different points of view and knowledge that was outside your reach before. The world is like a book, and people who don't travel only read one page of it. And what a pity that is. Travel is one of those things that makes you richer when you buy it than when you were before you spent the money, and poor people rarely see the value in it. There's a big difference between being a traveler and being a tourist. Tourism is a product, while travel is something you experience for yourself. The world is on the verge of definitive globalization, and travel will allow you to be sensitive to other people's cultures and get ready for what's coming next. People who don't travel are frightened about globalization and what's ahead, but the rich are getting ready to make the most of it. Number 13. Memories. People massively underestimate the power of the present. They're willing to throw the present away for a future that's way ahead, and it may never come. But why do people neglect the present? It's because they fail to understand on a deeper level that the present is instantly the past, and the past is the foundation on which you are able to make the right moves in the future. If your foundation is weak, you'll not be able to create a sustainable future because you lack the things that bind it all together as a person. For someone who's at the beginning of this concept, it might be hard to absorb and really see the power on it. Invest in the present. The key word here is invest, because unless it will pay out big dividends in the future, you're just wasting it. Use the money you have to purchase smart experiences, which will turn into memories, which are the brickstones of who you are as a person, for a person is no more than the sum of all their previous actions. Just be wise about it, Aluxers. Number 14. The best toys. We didn't want to include this because you've hopefully noticed that this video had more of a spiritual tone than usual, but hey, we're a luxury channel, so we gotta do it. Money buys you beautiful and interesting things. Ironically, money can buy you priceless art. It can buy you a private jet, every supercar you can afford. It can even buy you a tank or a shark submarine. It doesn't matter if you find them valuable for the long term. These are objects that are out of reach for the average individual, and even if they put a smile on your face for a little while, it's all worth it. Deep down, everyone wants to escape from the world once in a while, and money will afford you that. How epic would it be to have a big house somewhere in the woods or on the beach, depending on your preference, where you would be able to take all your closest friends and hang out undisturbed for a week? That's what money can buy for you. Number 15. More money. All the things we've mentioned so far are pretty incredible, and you need serious amounts of money to tag off everything on this list. But that's the beauty of it. If you already have money, you actually can buy more of it. You just need to learn how. Rich people use money to buy money all the time. That's what they're doing when they invest it. Investments are particular actions that lead to the increase of your capital, which in turn allows you to make even more investments, which will grow your money even more. The sooner you understand how this works, the sooner you'll be able to escape poverty. Use your current money, no matter how little it might be, to find ways to make more and then leverage that for even more capital gains. Do that enough times, be smart about it, and the world becomes your playground. The beautiful thing is that the very few things you cannot purchase with money, you can get for free. The world is yours for the taking, Aluxers. You just need to decide to go for it and make it happen. What are some other incredible things that money can buy, which we should include in maybe a part 2 video for this? Let us know in the comments. And as you know, it's not an Alux.com video without a reward for those sticking around all the way to the end. So here it is, your bonus fact. Number 16. Money can actually buy you a place in history. Although money can't buy immortality yet, if you use it wisely, you can create a legacy for yourself that will stand the test of time. We want to end this video on a quote that made a big impact in our lives recently, which we want to share with you, and it goes like this. They say you die twice. First time is when they put you in your grave, and the second time is the last time somebody mentions your name. That's what you want to shoot for, Aluxers. If it's not physical immortality, do something that will stand the test of time. If you watched this video up to this point, please write legacy in the comments so we know who the true Aluxers are. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to Alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.